Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
What, man? What?
Hello?
What?
This is Mike Gaffney?
Yeah, man. Jesus.
All right. Fuck you?
Did you just try to call me 2 minutes ago?
I did. Then somebody came into my studio, so then I hung up because I
Okay.
didn't know what the hell was going on. So we are recording.
All right.
Welcome to the
Yes.
All in Our Heads podcast.
Again, you just heard that.
Oh yeah,
2
we're
seconds.
not supposed to say that anymore because it's said at the title. One day we're gonna not say it again.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, we just
Then
really
we're gonna
want you
meet someone. I think I heard your show, but I wasn't too sure. But
Yeah.
because I heard, I didn't
heard
hear the
some
very.
broad. Some broad was talking that I wasn't sure if it was still the same show.
Well, it started off, I heard a broad's voice, so I immediately tuned out. And then I heard a guy's voice, I tuned back in, and then you didn't say what show it was. It's just, guy things, broads talk. I don't listen. It's how I do. Or don't do. I don't know.
I don't know.
So yes, it is a beautiful day out in New Jersey today. It's so nice out. It's so nice out. It's like, ugh.
Oh, it is. I mean, what's beautiful about it is because it's cool and it's nice breeze. It's not windy. It's just a nice breeze.
Yeah, man. It's like even like my mental state is fighting to make me feel like shit. But
Right.
then the weather's like, nah, you can't feel like shit today. It's like if you saw me walking up the street, I'd be like, sad, happy face, sad, happy face, sad, happy face. I'd be like, what is this maniac?
What time did you go to work today?
I had to go in real early because I had to cover Chris Christie speaking. It's some fucking PSE&G thing.
So you had to be there while that fat fuck spewed shit?
Yeah, he was there all fat and loud like he is.
Just being him.
But I just what's cool about these shoots, I've done it before with presidents.
Yeah.
Like the Secret Service is around. You just see them all staked out, like with their little fucking tucking into their wrists and
Right.
the ear things. And
But how close do you get to the presidents?
I taped President George W. Bush. I was about, if you're in a theater, because we were in a hotel.
Right.
I'd say there was probably 20 rows of chairs separating us.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty close. Let me tell you, when George W. Bush walked into the room, you're
Right.
like, holy fuck, that's the president.
Yeah,
you see him on TV, but when you're in the same room as the president, you're like, yo, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well, the fucking most powerful man in the universe currently.
Yeah. I think Obama drove by his limo fucking crew drove by me once. He was going to a show, and I was like, just that. I was like, was that the president drove on the street I'm on?
Yeah.
It's like weird, man.
The Secret Service for Chris Christie aren't as tight as the president's. They're just there.
Yeah,
They didn't check our bags. When I went to tape the president, I had to go into a room with a bag, with my bag of camera stuff, to have bomb-sniffing dogs sniff it. So it's me, the dog, and two Secret Service guys.
Really?
And I'm like, man, this is intimidating as fuck. It is. You have no bombs in there, but you're just like...
Right. Maybe I do.
You're just like, what if somebody snuck one in when I wasn't looking? At the airport, has your package been in your possession the whole time? I'm like, well, this one hasn't been the whole time. I mean, I literally just grabbed this out of the studio and wheeled it. Anybody could have put anything in here. I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm going to go to jail.
That's how we know, Joe, you can never be a terrorist or some sort of assassin, because one bomb-sniffing dog, and you're shitting, there shouldn't be anything in there. Relax, guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, whenever you see Secret Service in the movies, they're, always, older dudes, mustaches.
Right.
But, Chris Christie, they were kind of like that. They're a little older, but when the president, they're these young, muscular, right. Good-looking, big, just big dudes. You're just like, wow, man, I actually want to see them fuck somebody up.
But for Chris Christie, they're equally as fat. They all have stains on their shirts.
They're not fat, but they're like they're not the A team. I don't hear you. Your mic is not working. Oh, hold up. Let me see if it's on my end. I just see your lips moving, but nothing's coming. Hold up.
How about now?
Got you now.
Something popped in my ear. I heard it on your end. Was it on your end?
Yeah, definitely on my end. That stupid thing where
it changes frequencies?
Yeah. If it happens again, we'll just have to restart the shit and then call you back. So I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, the Chris Christie Secret Service were
well, he's not getting
tough dudes. He's not getting the 18. There's no snipers there for Chris Christie.
No.
But you're sitting there. Like there's like still photographers that get real close, like,
right?
And you're just like if like there was like a camera that had a bullet that can come out of it, like that would be like the best one.
Right.
So you just be like, you know.
Well, how is that again?
I'm doing a camera shutter.
I know. I heard that part.
And then the sonic boom from a gun.
Oh.
What do you want me to do? A Batman one?
Pow! Michael Winslow.
I'm Michael Winslow. I'm a sound effect comic now. I don't know if you guys heard that. Got my new press release.
They got updated. I don't think the message got updated to you.
Yeah, I put it on Facebook. Joe does sounds now. It's in my Hey, what are you gonna do?
I love how that's how it sounded to you. In your head, that's what's happening.
The one of the other politicians, like this girl intern that's just there to like take pictures, like stills. Like I'm sitting there, like in my own head, just like because the press conference is on. I'm not doing anything. We have a camera guy shooting it, so I'm just like in a daze, just waiting for this to end. And then I look over and I see them taking a picture of me. I know they're like, look at him. He's not thinking of nothing. Like, so there's definitely a picture of me in my own brain at this press conference because I'm like, and I just look over and I see them laughing because they're like 30 yards from me. I'm like, oh, great.
And how far are you from Chris Christie?
About 10 rows of chairs.
Oh, okay.
Then they had like a riser for the camera people. But it's covered with cameras, so I was on the ground because we had a camera guy. I was just there to like coordinate, just to help him set shit up.
Okay.
And anyway, but Christie's fat and I just don't like him on sight. I just and he's got a bigger head than I thought he would.
Really?
Like he looks like a Chris Christie bobblehead. Like you're just,
like a Chris Christie bobblehead day at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's how Joe Torre was when I met Joe Torre. I'm like, you just got the biggest head I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's got like that big head and big nose, like like old Italian guy face.
Yeah, it's like you're like Joe Torre. I know you're a major leaguer, Hall of Fame, but have you ever tried Guinness Book World Records biggest head? Like,
I know you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't know you don't need that sort of fame, but you should at least be in the running. Like, you got to see it. Like people have had to have told you this by now. I can't be the first guy. Oh shit! All right. Technical difficulties, Mike. You're there now, right?
Yeah.
All right. I have to like reboot the system and see what the fuck's up.
Okay.
All right. I'll call you back.
All right. Bye. What's up, bro?
What's up? All right. Hopefully it stays working this time. Stupid fucking computer shit. Always buggy.
Yeah, there you go. There's a mature way to handle that. Stupid fucking computer shit.
That's why I never was good with tech support on the phone.
I didn't know my partner was a 12-year-old girl. Stupid computer, stupid stuff.
Well, I guess the good thing is it got us off Chris because fuck him.
Oh yeah, we weren't going to stay on that much longer.
Yeah. So, how was your New York Comedy Club? First time at New York Comedy Club last night.
Yeah, it's been there. I haven't been there in a long time. Actually, man, the way they did that room, it's really cool. It was like 35 people in the room, but 30, like something like 35. But like in that room, it's perfect. I had a really, really good set, man. Like, and I hadn't been on stage in a few days, man. And like the whole time I'm up there, instead of enjoying the fact that I was doing really good, I was questioning why I was doing so good being rusty. Like instead of just being good, I'm asking myself during the set in my head, why are you doing so good? You should be nervous right now because you haven't been on stage. You should be a little more rusty. Like,
yeah.
Like, just why are you? Just be, you idiot. But I had a really good set. It didn't affect me at all. I had a really fun fucking set, man. The crowd responded to me really well.
Full house?
Oh, it was like 35 people.
Yeah, that's a tight room now.
That's what I'm saying. So I think, what does that fit? 100? Top? 80 people? 90 people maybe?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked really good. There was people on the back riser, and the whole front was full. The only part that wasn't full was the right, like past that, like they have like a little railing that goes to the right. Nobody was up there.
Oh, okay.
It was perfect, man. And they were like, I hands down, there was two other people out of the 35 or 40 that were older than me, and then everyone was younger than me.
Yeah.
But I crushed. I mean, these fucking people, like, I don't say I crushed. That's not my thing. But, like, when I finished, I did really well. And then, like, other comics that were swats that were like, dude, you crushed it. I was like, oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, Joe Conti don't like when you say crush. So
I'm trying not to piss him off. I don't like to say it. I mean, like, I'll say it to my friends in conversation. Like, you just asked me, and I'm like, yeah, man, I did really well. It was awesome.
Right.
But, yeah, I did really well. With a big, 12-minute chunk of pretty much all, 4 times, 5 times worked out.
That's good.
Yeah. A couple of jokes that I've done, a few, like, for the past, like, 4 or 5 months, you know what I mean? Like the dumb friends joke and, but most of it, like, in one little joke about my kids, but everything else was pretty much, new. And it was fun.
Nice.
I had fun, man. It was good. Too bad, though, nobody from the club that books the place was there, so.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah. I mean, but I heard that that there's, like, comics that are regulars there that they ask, how the show went, and the waitress will give her 2 cents.
Yeah, somebody who said that. They go, don't take the industry's word and don't take another comedian's word. Always take the waitress's word.
Yeah.
Because the industry's looking for something else. Comedians are too inside to appreciate anything, but waitress will tell you who the good comics are.
Right. And she came in, and there's like a kid that works the place, like help, like bus the place and clean up and seat people. He was sitting in the back of the room, and they both saw like the response of the audience, and everyone who came out of the show didn't say anything to anybody else but me.
Yeah. That's going to be the next hot club. I'm telling you, man. Like, that's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe. When I was there, I was like, if there was like a place to hang out, like restaurant area, like the Cellar had, that place would be hopping.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's definitely taking the right. They're taking the right path. They have good talent, and they're not bragging about it. It is being a club.
Right.
And promoting good shows. They're not trying to be the Cellar like other clubs out there. They're not trying to be, hey, look at what we do here. They just do it.
Yeah, I didn't feel when I played there the one time. Normally when I'm at a club for the first time, especially in the city, I don't feel like welcome. I almost feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was like everyone was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, this is great. Like, totally like relieved my anxiety.
Right. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was a produced show, so it wasn't a club show. But, I needed to be work out, and I felt really good. So now it just gave me, I don't know, it just made me feel good. It was a good spot. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's the end of the podcast, everybody. Mike, that's all we wanted to really get off our chest was how Mike's spot was at the New York Comedy Club. There's really nothing going on in the world.
No.
Not a lot.
Not a lot happening.
A lot of racism going on Facebook. A lot of gun control debate. That's the.
Yeah. I like you put one thing up. Well, if we're gonna why don't we just
treat Muslims like we treat guns in this country?
Yeah, like why are we? Everyone's not a bad guy. What is it? People kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. So why don't we just leave that up? The same approach, right?
Listen, I don't. Yeah, I mean that's like let's just be that way all around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Some Muslims are gonna do some bad shit.
Yes.
But some guns. Like whatever, man. You can't control bad shit.
But the thing is that the point being is that they're not looking at controlling anything about guns.
Right.
Like that. The message there is, hey, good people have guns too. But when it comes to Muslims, we got to get rid of them all.
Right. Well, no, it's funny how a lot of people misunderstood what I said because I had people on both sides of the fence saying that was a great post. And I'm like, you guys all can't be agreeing on this because you guys are totally separate. Which leads me to believe they've misread it, which made me feel, and I'm not like saying I killed it with like a thought or something, but like it was a well thought out thing where it's like, wow, you can't argue this point.
Yes.
You know what I mean? On either side.
Right.
You can't argue that point.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, man. People just suck, and I think that's. I saw a statistic. They said, of all the mass shootings since 1949.
Go on.
Guess how many involved an immigrant?
2.
1.
I see.
1 involved an immigrant, but you'll never. But now. Here's the thing that Trump says. He goes, well, his father... So now it's like, I'm going to prevent the second generation from doing harm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
like, come on, bro. Are you fucking
and
kidding
how
me?
about this? No one said. Remember when was it? In California with that one shooting? And then in the school? Remember the school, the sign, no gun zone?
Yeah.
And Trump said if this was like in Florida where they have guns, where gun control is... You know what I mean? A lot laxed.
Yeah.
This shit wouldn't happen. It's like, no, it would happen. You know why? Because people don't bring guns to clubs to dance at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Guns shouldn't be allowed in bars anyway. Like at like when he was saying about Paris. Well, if everybody had guns, they wouldn't have... So you go to a concert and everybody's toting an AK on their back while they dance to music? You fucking retard. They're out at night dancing. They don't have guns in their back pocket, and they shouldn't. They're dancing.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. It doesn't matter if it was a Muslim, a crazy white dude, a crazy black dude, some Puerto Rican dude who hated gay. It doesn't matter. That stuff's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's
going to happen. Dude, he was on the terror watch list, interviewed by the FBI, watched by the FBI, and still got through.
Right, and they're questioning that. My thing is that we have a system. We have a system in place. When we look when we look at like immigrants or who we think is criminals, we don't want the system really to apply to them.
Right.
But if I was to come into your house and arrest and question you because I seen you bought a gun and I'm thinking you may be shady, you would be like screaming violation of your civil rights.
Yeah.
So they put this guy on a terror watch list. They interviewed him, and for whatever reason, the system deemed him legal.
Yeah.
Whatever the reason is. So you can't so you want to question how the system is built, then maybe look at the system, where the holes were. But he still went through the system.
Yeah.
He went through a system.
He's a lunatic, too.
Right.
And the real problem is, which they're not talking about, because they never do on the news, which I think is the real problem, is religion. Because apparently he was a closeted homosexual, grew up in a Muslim house, probably felt like shit about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Was berated probably for being gay.
Yep.
But already lunatic to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if his fucking religion would accept gay people, he may not have snapped like that.
Right.
All he wanted to do is blow somebody, but now he's got to feel bad. So then he goes and shoots up. He could probably goes and shoots them up because this is what took away his life or whatever.
Right. Or he's so angry at himself for not being able to be, in his mind, normal that he kills everybody who's like him.
Yeah, it's religion.
Oh, absolutely.
Is the root of all of it. And a little mental illness, because, I mean, you're definitely a mental illness to take it. Because there's a lot of homosexuals that, are not accepted
the
and
closet
they
or
commit
not accepted,
suicide, kill
Right.
themselves. They're not mass murderers.
Right. Both sad, but yeah,
No,
right.
no, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when you couple.
Well, you're suicidal,
when
and
you
he switched over to homicidal.
Right. Yeah, this is a closeted homosexual depressed that also had mental illness.
Correct.
And ties to Islamic terrorism or just found like.
Well, he took what he did was internally he was gay, internalized like the hatred towards him, found a group of people who hated people just like him, and promoted hate, and he was like, I'll just fucking identify with them. Because if you can't be more anti-gay than ISIS,
yeah.
So I'll identify with the wackiest group against gays, and
Right.
I'll go kill people. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. They're not even like the one thing about an ISIS. I mean, like government, please don't sell our people that this was a planned, fucking calculated attack from ISIS, because ISIS don't act with one dude shooting a bunch of gay kids. ISIS acts with 3 or 4 or 5 shooters. You know what I mean? Explosive over there, explosive over here, boom, boom, boom. You're not just having one dude go and shoot up a gay club.
Yeah.
So they're not even owning it, really. They're saying, yeah, we're he is a sympathizer and we appreciate him, but they're not owning the mission. It wasn't their mission.
So sad. But you know, this country. I mean, when we accepted that 20-something elementary school kids could be slaughtered,
Correct.
Then I mean, after that, you knew not. I mean, if that doesn't
Right.
change anything, children,
Right.
if children getting killed doesn't change anything, nothing's ever going to change.
No.
That's our
No.
most precious thing in
Yes.
this world is the children.
Yeah, little 5-year-old kids are getting shot up by an AK, and
Yeah. Fucking Amber Alerts go off if a kid could get picked up by like her
Yeah.
actual parent
right, I know
that's not supposed to, and we're all on high alert.
Right, right.
But a school gets shot up, you're like, well, come on, guys. I do need my hunting rifle.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm pro gun. I
know.
like guns. I believe people should own guns. But I don't know, man. I don't know what I just think either there's no solution and you just got to start accepting this shit, just like people in the Middle East do. Be like, hey, this is the world we live in every week.
Right.
Hey, you guys aren't getting it every week. You
Right.
guys are getting it every few months, so you should feel better about that.
Ted Alexandro said, did you see his post? It said, America's been at war 222 years out of the 239 existence. He's like, we just don't like to see it that close up.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
know?
It's that close. And I think that's why terrorists come here to bring it here. Like, fuck,
Right.
they can now.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the internet, they can radicalize people that live here.
Right.
Back in the day, it was like they tried
Yeah,
it with pigeons, but the message just wasn't getting out. They're like, there was some notes on some birds, and they're like, hey, I don't think these birds are making it over the ocean. I don't think.
It's a lot of pygmies on some island.
Yeah, that was like early internet. Be like,
Yeah.
all right, dude, I got like 5 crates of birds.
We got to get one response.
We got to get one. So, all right, just put the same note on every bird. Hopefully,
It was the first Facebook Evite.
yeah.
It was a-
And then one guy made it, like one bird made it, and he's like, all right, I'm witches.
yeah.
Some dumb guy on the beach.
Yeah.
But where's the directions on how to make this bomb? Fuck. I'll just sit here and wait for another pigeon. And Muhammad waited on the beaches of New Jersey for the next pigeon that never came.
But think about this. Let's just think about that. Now, was it Bloomberg? What's his name? That's de Blasio said that there was like something like, I don't know, 50 terrorist plots that have been thwarted over the past few years.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, we are on.
Yeah, so we don't see the thwarted ones, so we don't even
Exactly.
believe they exist.
Yeah, exactly. You
We
can
think
just tell-
nothing's happening, then boom.
Yes, exactly. That's number one. But number two, think about with all the access to the internet and how you can build everything, and it's still only, 2 in the past 15 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, still only 2.
Well, that's where liberals make me sick, too. That's why both sides make me sick. The liberals make me sick because it's just the same reason why heroin's the epidemic now. It's because white kids in the suburbs are getting killed by it.
Right.
Where it's been an epidemic in the black neighborhoods since the 70s.
Yeah.
The 60s. There's shootings every day in Chicago and St. Louis. Right. Every day people are getting killed, but you don't see hippies with their little signs out in St. Louis like on a daily for the murders that are happening. But when white people get killed in the suburbs in a mass amount. So, okay, 50 people killed 2 at a time daily, we can accept that.
I think it's the other way around. So I think liberals are holding up signs for, like, the inner cities, but, like, the right wing is like, shut the fuck up with your hippie signs. But then when a mass shooting comes up and all their political hands can get involved and like bills can get written and laws can get passed, then they get involved. Yeah. Because they want to push their agenda through that. They don't give, their agenda isn't to clean up the streets of St. Louis. They can give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I think liberals lean a little towards that, but then you start getting, all right, hippie, we get it. Poverty, we get it. Poor people, slums, shut your face. I think that's what happens with the liberals. They hold so many signs up that it's like, we get it. Go put your glitter sign somewhere else. We're done with you and your signs. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then the right wings only come out when there's these mass things, and they try to push agenda, and they immediately start making speeches about gun control, immediately start making speeches about immigration, immediately. CNN, that's why I put that post up the other day. I swear to God, they were pushing the agenda so this next election cycle, we'll talk about immigration more and talk about Muslims more and talk about terrorism more. All they kept saying, the one dude, Britt Hume, is it that, that reporter? He said in a matter of 2.5 minutes, 4 times, in 2.5 minutes, 4 times he said the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. 4 times. Yeah. 4 fucking times in 2.5 minutes. I'm like, I get it. But he even was like, so thank you, Joe Smith from Miami. Thank you, for reporting on this, the worst mass shooting in world history, in U.S. history. So what are you saying? Like, why was that necessary? So you know how at the end of every hour, CNN will say, you've been watching continuing coverage of something, and then the very next second, it's the new hour. Mm-hmm. So he calls this. What he did is like, you've been watching continuing coverage of the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. Down, CNN, boom. Thank you for joining us on continuing coverage of the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. 1 second later.
Ugh. The media is disgusting. They're showing his picture. Don't show his picture. Don't give him any. He's dead.
Yeah.
Don't show his picture. Fuck him.
You see now that his wife or ex-wife was going to be charged because she
knew.
She knew, and she watched. She was with him when he bought ammo, and she drove him to places to stake him out. You go. That bitch gets hung.
Yeah,
he's dead. He's a piece of shit. You, cunt rag, you get hung.
I just don't think there's any way to stop this. I think it's just, and that's where I do go on the side of the right wing a little bit. Like, listen, I'm tired of when a terrorist attack happens, we give up more of our freedom because that's exactly what they want.
Yeah, but that's right wing wants that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's one thing I agree with them on. It's like
you agree with who on?
The right wing.
The right wing wants you to give up your freedoms.
No, they don't.
No, they do. They don't want you to write the bills for freedom. Who do you think wrote the Freedom Act? Right? Liberals?
No. They don't. They don't want. No. Listen.
You're talking about gun control rights? Is that it?
Yeah, and any right. Like, that's why I'm like more like libertarian, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but right wings are, once the terrorist attacks happen, they've put all these laws in to where they can listen to your phone calls, do all that stuff. That's the right. That's not left.
Yeah, well, with their gun control, I'm saying.
That's a different thing. Okay.
Yeah.
No, listen, as soon as there's any kind of attack, the gun control conversation comes up, I believe there's. Did you see that thing Dustin Chafin posted today?
I don't think so.
Dustin Chafin said he just wanted to see how easy it would be to buy a gun. He went online and bought a fully automatic spray machine gun. It took him 6 seconds to check out. $784. 6 seconds to check out.
Yeah, but Dustin better not have that on him. It may come through the mail, but you get a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but I'm saying
there's no checks. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, so then I went on. He put the link. I go on, and they fucking in the link. I swear to God, it says. I swear to God, it's disgusting. It says, "Shoot today, pay tomorrow. Ask about our gun financing." That is disgusting. But that's how easy it is. So, and to me, that gun doesn't need to be available to you or me at all.
Well, here's the thing with the gun. Here's, and I know a lot about guns. I grew up with guns. I know about that gun.
Right.
That gun is. People keep thinking it's a fully automatic machine gun.
No, the one I'm talking about from Dustin wasn't.
Dustin. Like the one that guy used, because it looks like something they saw in the movies. They think it's one of those guns.
It's semi-automatic.
It's semi-automatic, which all hunting rifles are semi-automatic. The only thing that changes is the clip.
Right.
He had a 30-round clip. So you got to pull the trigger every time.
But someone made a good point. Someone made a good point about the fully automatic versus that one. That the fully automatic will dump a clip. He probably would shoot. He goes, it would probably shoot 6 people 10 times a piece. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes so quick.
Right.
The semi-automatic is more effective because blah blah blah. It takes less. It takes longer to empty the clip. So you kill more people.
Yeah, but the thing is the gun is not the problem. It's the clip that's the problem.
Right.
Now, the clip, I'd be shocked if he bought legally in a store.
Right.
That 30-round clip. Because it's illegal to have the 30-round clip. You probably can't buy them in stores. I don't know.
I don't know what. All I know is the gun was $780 and he bought it.
Right, but
I think that's the thing you got to. I mean, like, I hear all the other stuff, guns, clips, but that simplicity of getting the gun is something that needs to be looked at.
Yeah, well, here's the problem: is there's no federal thing. Each state has its own state's rights.
Right. So those are the things that need to be sewn up, and we all need to realize that they need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Some of those things need to be. We all know that if you want shit illegal, you're going to get it regardless, right?
Yeah.
Regardless. We all know that. You're not stopping criminals. That's why they should just legalize guns. I mean, legalize drugs, because you're not stopping criminals. I mean, people want to get high. Just fucking make it legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guns, you just fix some of the loopholes. Just fix some of them. We have to admit that there's some.
Right. And listen, I'm just for the benefit of this show, I'm gonna take the other side. I'm gonna take the right wing side just for the benefit. Not saying I believe in everything but like okay, it's a loophole, just like with taxes.
Go on. Okay.
People make loopholes. So like whatever new law you write to clog up the current loopholes, someone's gonna find the new loophole. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's you're chasing a dragon.
But you can't chalk up life to, well, that's going to happen, so fuck it.
No, I mean...
You can't. You have to try.
It's the same reason. Here's why the NRA don't want people on the terror watch list to not be able to buy guns. Because they feel that the government will then backdoor preventing people from guns by just throwing them on a list.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, but
because there's no qualifications to be put on a terror watch list.
No, but here's the thing. You talk this out, you figure out solutions. Make a criteria to be on a terror watch list that we all agree with. Oh, this is what puts you on a terror watch list. So if you're doing them, you don't get a gun. That's simple. Make a list of criteria that put you on a list.
Yeah, but they're afraid that they can make anybody fit that criteria.
No, they can't. If we pass that as a law, everyone looks at the law. I'm talking about trying.
But what the NRA's argument is you can't currently. You're not currently using the law that is written to even stop it properly. Like there's stuff to prevent this guy, like people from getting guns currently, that they're not using.
But they put him on a terror watch list. And they let him off the list because he didn't fit what keeps you on the list. So how is that?
No, but what I'm saying, whatever law is at the time, there's always going to be a way around the law.
Correct, and you just keep working to fix it. You don't just say, "Oh well, fuck it."
Yeah, but it's always.
And you're going to keep working. That's what you get.
No, but it's always to take away from people that don't do nothing.
No, but if you're working together as a team, here's the problem: if you got one side going, "We're not touching it at all," that's a problem. But at this side that wants all the gun rights in the world for every single motherfucker that breathes, can't figure out that we have to try something, then it will never get done. You're right. We'll just fuck it.
That's the problem. Both sides don't want to budge an inch.
But there's sides that don't think that everyone should have guns. That side is wrong.
Yeah.
Now, this side who says we should close everybody from getting guns, they're wrong. But if the two fucking assholes figured out we need to work together,
they'll never work together.
So in that we all can't just say fuck it. That's not the way that's not the way it should be. We should be trying to find a solution. Now you have NRA thinks there should be no gun laws.
Yeah.
No gun laws?
Those are the real crazies.
You can buy one at a trade show. And so what? What do you mean, so what, you fucking asshead? Why can't you just put that, close that one hole? Oh, someone will find a new hole? Oh, then close that one.
No, I agree. I mean, shit. Just because a couple of fucking trailer park trash make methamphetamine, I have to show my license to get one package of Sudafed.
Right.
So that seems to work.
Correct. I mean,
but not really, because methamphetamine's more popular than ever.
Yeah, but
they just find another way.
That's fine. That's fine. But now you can focus on. All right, if you have guys coming at every CVS buying stuff to make meth, okay? And you do nothing about it because you say, "Oh well, they're going to find a way to do it anyhow." Okay? Now you can't focus any of your energy on trying to stop it from happening because it's everywhere. But if you can close off this angle, okay, well, we know they're not coming here because we closed it off. So we can look at them for over here where they're coming full. It puts them in a place so we can find them. Now, are we going to stop them all? No. But at least it doesn't say, fuck it, let them go everywhere they want to go. Fuck it.
I think just in a realistic way, and like I said, I was only arguing that point for the sake of the show.
Yeah.
I know it's bad to say, but we're so far along. It's never going to happen. The NRA is too powerful. There's too many guns out there already. When tragedies happen, it spikes in gun sales.
Yeah, because people, weirdo whack jobs, think they're going to protect themselves with a gun.
You couldn't get all the guns back if you wanted to get rid of guns.
No, you couldn't, but you can stop the manufacturing of these killer weapons especially stop the manufacturing for regular people like me and you to have them, because we don't need them.
Well, but that's where the people are faulty, because the AR-15, right, is not an assault rifle. AR doesn't even stand for assault rifle. I forget what it stands for, right? It's like if you looked at my father's hunting gun, right, his semi-automatic gun. It looks like a hunting gun with a scope.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same gun as that. It just doesn't look like a machine gun.
Yeah.
So it's the visual people see. They think it's a movie machine gun, but it operates the same way that my dad's hunting rifle does.
Right.
You would say, no, we'll allow that because he hunts with deer with that. It's the same thing. The only difference is the clip.
Now, okay, so the clip. Why would you need an AR-15? You're not hunting with it, so why do you need it?
No, listen.
I'm just asking, what's the point?
No, you could hunt with it, but people use guns for target for pleasure, to go to the shooting range and shoot. Not everybody wants to kill animals. Some people want to be a good marksman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying is, what's the point of the clip? What's the point? What's the point of that whole? You can't be a marksman without that gun.
All right. Okay. Say for sake of an argument, you take away that gun. That gun's gone forever.
What about that?
Right? No. Listen. You take away that gun, it's gone forever. Now, the hunting rifle that looks nice because it looks like a hunting rifle can still
Right.
take that same 30-round clip, and then the next guy shoots down people. You're like,
Yes, the
oh,
clip.
oh, so
I
it
get
doesn't
what
look
you're
as
saying.
vicious as the AR-15, yet it's just as deadly.
Right. It's the clip.
It's the clip. It's not the gun.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the gun. The gun looks like a machine gun, so people get afraid of it. But it's the same gun as my brother's gun, as my father's gun, that if you put two guns down and say, which one would you allow, you'd pick my dad's because it doesn't look as dangerous.
Right.
But it's 100% is equally as dangerous with the same clip.
But your dad's gun without that clip has to be loaded, what, one at a time?
No. Most of them come, they can have 3 to 5 rounds. But like in Jersey, like as a hunter, you can only have 3 rounds. You have to have there's a cylinder that holds the bullets.
Yeah.
You have to have that plugged up so it only holds 3. But I think it can hold up to 5.
Right. But you can't.
If I'm driving around with a clip, if I have a gun in my car,
Right.
in New Jersey, that's not plugged up, and I have a big clip, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I
get
mean?
it. So, the solution is the clip.
Is the clip.
Okay, so there's something that the NRA is not going to negotiate on, even though you could say that out loud, that's the solution.
Right.
One of the solutions, not only, but one of the solutions.
Right.
NRA is not budging on that.
No, I know, but that's where the fight should be.
Right.
Not the gun, the clip.
But even when it comes down to the clip and the
Yeah,
ammunition.
because the target shooters say, I want a big clip. I don't have to keep reloading.
So.
No, I get it. No,
but I'm saying, so instead of like a selfish prick target shooter goes, you know what, man? I can sacrifice. Just like I have to show my fucking ID to get a fucking, a Leave D. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get a, a Zyrtex D. I got to show my goddamn license. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. It's not a big deal for me. Here's my license. I'm good.
Well, he did everything.
No, I know, but I'm saying if we told him, listen, just to make the world a little safer, not a lot safer, just a little safer, can you do a 5-round clip instead? Nah, not for my target practice. No, but we're saying that little kids are getting killed with the bigger ones. Can you just maybe take it down to a 5? No. How is that, like, I want to shoot you in the face right now.
Yeah.
For being that fucking stubborn to not see the big picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And on the left, there's got to be some guys to say, you know what, there's target practice guys. Maybe, we make a 10 clip that's only used at ranges for people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's some compromise.
Right.
But if no one's going to compromise, yeah, I mean, if there's no meeting in the middle, at least trying to work together. That's the whole thing.
No, I just feel our country's more polarized than ever. I mean, I just don't think any of these sides are gonna really come together. I just think it's gonna be something we're gonna be battling the whole time, and just people are gonna get slaughtered. And it's just because, listen, the NRA controls both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans. You know what I mean? They just do. They have a lot of money, and until the anti-gun lobby has as much money, it's never gonna be a thing. They have to have as much money and power, like electability power, which they don't.
Right, I know.
You know what I mean? They just don't, and it's a sad thing to say. So I'm just saying, you can keep trying and keep, yelling, but not. I've accepted that this is the world I live in.
I have accepted that the world we live in is this shit's going to happen. However, I won't ever say, fuck it, we can't do nothing about it. Because that is a cynical way for me.
I just
not
don't
you,
think you're
I'm
going to
just saying
stop
me.
hating terrorism. Listen, you may stop shootings. You may stop shootings. You'll stop shootings if you do get better gun control. But these guys are going to bomb us. They're going to do something.
Yeah, that's
that guy. The guy had a bomb that didn't go off. I heard. I don't know if that was true.
I can't stop terrorism, hatred. That's like something we can't. That's the dumb battles for me. Like, we need to stop hatred. You can't stop hatred with a sign. People have to want to stop hating. That's just the bottom line there. But how I can stop hating is not hate. I can own that part.
Exactly.
No hate from me. However, when it comes to laws, the reason why I like our country and our society is because we try to figure out laws for us all to live together.
Yeah.
So those things should always be being worked on. That's why there's senators and there's congressmen, there's fucking, councilmen who have been paid money. That's their job. figure out how to make laws that work for us all.
Yeah.
And they should be all day, every day working on that and coming up with real solutions. But they don't. You know why? Because this side says, oh, if you like that side, you're a piece of shit. I'm not backing you. And that side says, oh, you're with that side? I'm not backing you. You're a piece of shit. That's how they make.
That's why you can't have. That's why, like most people, you can't even have like good conversation because everyone's got their point.
Yeah,
they're gonna fight it. They never want to see the other side.
Right.
But yo, real quick, there's a good time for a break because I have to pee so bad. I still want to talk and do a podcast, but I have to take a break now. Do you want to talk to the listeners, or we just take a straight break?
I want to pee too.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break right now to go pee. Be right back. And we're back.
Are we back?
We're back. We're recording back.
All right, good.
Yeah, man. I had to. Oh my God, I was about to get up and start dancing. I had to pee so bad. It was just brutal. But it was probably the universe saying, "All right, guys, enough gun talk."
Maybe. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, just to wrap it up. Instead of going, we're going to pee and then come back with a new topic.
Yeah.
The thing that is you were talking about when no side's ever going to see the other side, and it's so evident. Like, you know what sucks? Like, I've noticed it more this, primary process than I've ever noticed it ever. Mm-hmm. Is how, like, I hate Trump, right? I hate Trump. I really hate him with all my heart, right? Uh-huh. And the people who support him, the real loud and obnoxious ones, I hate them as well. But I realize that not everybody who supports Trump is a piece of shit, right?
Right.
But the way politics works is they basically say it without saying, if you don't like me, then you're a piece of shit. Right. They don't say those things, but that's what they mean.
Exactly.
And I think that's so fucked up because no matter who gets elected, we're all a part of this country. So it's like almost like it feels like the politicians are saying, if you're not behind me, fuck you when I get elected, bro. Like, that doesn't, like, you're going to run my country, and because I don't agree with you at all, I get fucked?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how they make you feel. It's like this season only, this electoral season only. I've never felt it previously. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit with Bush, maybe. A little bit, but not as much. Not
as much because social media still wasn't really as big of a thing.
But I feel like so much like if Hillary says, either side, the way I think of things is the way it should be, and if you side with the way he thinks of things, you are fucked. It's like, okay, say that's true, but you get elected. Are you going to look out for me? Because I would like to know you're still looking out for me, even though I don't agree with you.
Yeah, it's worse than it's ever been. It used to not be like that. It used to be like, all right, you lost, now we're going to, work together.
Right.
Now it's just total polarization.
And it's like that's the part that's sucks about the government. I mean, sucks about this whole process is that once one side gets in, like if let's just say Trump wins, no one on his side agrees with him, and no one on this side agrees with him. Nothing is happening. He's just going to be a blubbering fucking piece of shit for 4 years or get impeached because he's an idiot.
I don't think he wants to be president. I think that's why he's just saying crazier shit and crazier shit. He's doubling down on the crazy. Because he's just like, oh, man, I didn't want to take it this far. I just want to be a billionaire that builds fucking golf courses. Like, I think he went in as a joke and he can't believe he won, and now he's like, I don't know if I want this.
I think his ego wants it so bad.
No, his ego will take it. But I think he's saying, I'm going to say whatever I want. And if I win anyway, because...
Did you see Bill Maher 2 weeks ago when they had that dude on that gave a reason why he says and does the things he does? Did you see that guy?
Yeah. The manipulating?
Yeah. The way he learned it. It's not like something that's happening.
It's the fucking the shit. What's like the hypnotism he was talking about? Yeah.
Dude, when he said that, it all clicked, man. That guy was on the money.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Donald Trump isn't randomly saying these things by accident. It's all done on purpose.
Of course.
So
he's a master manipulator.
Master.
But that's what good salesmen are. Like, do you ever,
absolutely.
Like, you just see people just buy shit. Like, a good salesman will make you think you need something.
Absolutely. That's your job.
It's your job and something way out of your price range.
Yep. I used to say...
And make you think you got a deal even though they didn't.
I used to tell... When I used to sales train people, that was my job at Armstrong. I'm like, you're not selling them flooring. You're helping them buy flooring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If you look at it like that, like, I'm here for you, guy. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just helping you buy some shit.
Helping you pick out. Helping you come to decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a salesman. That's
helping to make America great again.
Exactly. All right. So anyway, off that topic.
Yeah. Oh, I was. Our last episode got a lot of downloads. People said they dug having a guest on for a change.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And like I told another person, I said we'll probably do that in the future when we have like a studio.
Right.
You know, it's kind of tough to Skype with people, especially like Kevin didn't have a microphone, so it sounded good. The levels were fine, but it sounded like a roomy.
Right.
But yeah, I totally would love to have guests to break it up and stuff. That's what I hope to have sometimes, like 1 or 2 people in.
Right.
When I get my room built and just have like a nice, cool discussion with 4 point of views.
Right.
About
Absolutely.
whatever subject.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely want this podcast to grow. But, I mean, it'll ultimately be mostly me and you. But
I hear you. Absolutely. It breaks it up. It gives us a third person to bounce or fourth person to bounce stuff off. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So, yes, it was a good episode. Numbers are doing good. I think people are digging it, man.
Cool.
And that's that.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah, that's what we do here, man. It's fucking stories.
I told... I think Ritu last night when I was hanging out with her, but I'll tell you this story. You might know, you might be familiar with. I definitely told you when it happened. About 8.5, 9 years ago, I was on Yahoo. Remember, Yahoo had like a singles, Yahoo Singles. Like a single site, but on Yahoo. Like it was like singles, like almost like a Craigslist thing, but it was Yahoo Singles.
Okay.
And I met a broad. We start chatting on Yahoo, like in Yahoo Instant Messenger. We chatted up for like 4 hours one night, just talking. And then like she said goodnight. And then about an hour later, she said, I just want to tell you, I can't stop thinking about you. And then she woke up the next morning like, you were on my mind all night. I really like our connection. So I felt like something was happening. So she said that night, that later on that next day, she's like, why don't you come over tonight? She lived about an hour and 15 upstate New York. So I went up. Great body. This was 8-9 years ago, so she was like 30. She's like 30. I went up. She had great body. So I come into her house. She had a big house. She was supposedly getting divorced. She had 2 kids who were upstairs sleeping. Okay?
Right.
I get there around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. She comes to the door. She has a turtleneck sweater, a tight turtleneck sweater with these big, nice boobs, fake boobs, little skinny-ass waist, good body, fun. We start making out. We go right at it. We have sex all over that downstairs. And then she pulls out a couch bed, and I go to sleep. I go to sleep with her. She's got my arm over her. She's stroking my hand, kissing my hand like we're a couple. You know what I mean? I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We have more sex. And now I got to get out of there before her kids come down. So I leave. I get in my car. I get out of her driveway. I make a left, and my phone rings. It's her. I can't see you anymore.
Be like, I could have said it better myself.
But I liked her.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, here's the thing that bothered me at the time. If you wanted to just blow me and have sex with me for 12 hours, you just could have said that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I probably would have drove an hour and a half just to fuck.
Right.
But she sold it as, oh my God, there's a connect. Like she sold it and then fucked me and then left me.
Maybe that's part of what turns her on, like this game, like this may be a guy, and then when she nuts, she's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, which is, I get it. I can relate.
Right.
I can relate. But it like discouraged me at that moment. I was like, what a fucking man. And I said, wait, I said, why? And she's like, well, my ex-husband saw your car here, and I can't have guys over when there's kids in the house, and like he's threatening to take me to court, all this stuff. And I was like, that all just happened? I just got out of the driveway. Like,
Yeah.
when did that come up? But maybe he texted. I don't know how it went down. All I said to her was like, but we can't see each other. I mean, we can't continue to talk. We don't have to see each other again. But we can't keep talking? That doesn't make any sense.
Talking? Yeah.
I liked her, Joe. I don't know if you're
okay.
this.
All right.
So I'm like, we couldn't keep growing the thing to maybe one day be like see each other again. Like that was it.
Uh-huh.
She said, that's it. I'm like, all right. Fucked me up for a couple of days. I was like, wow, what was fucked up? But anyway, forgot all about it. Left it. Forgot all about it. Was on Tinder 2 days ago. I swipe right on a broad. She's just a cute broad. Swipe right. We match on Tinder. I go in. We have a Facebook friend in common because Tinder will show you if you have Facebook people. So
Okay.
I go on that Facebook guy, look for this girl's name. That's what I like to do. I love when I match a Tinder person, we have Facebook people, because then I do a little more investigating to see what you really look like, bitch. You put 3 awesome pictures up. Nah, I'm going in your Facebook pictures, post it by your friends at their wedding, and see how your fat ass looks there. You're not getting around. You're not getting over on me.
Top secret Mikey. Dun, 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 dun.
So I went on, so I'm like, she looks familiar. Got about 5 pictures in, and she had like a sweater similar to the sweater I remember her wearing that night.
Okay.
And I was like, no. That bitch. So I message her. I don't fucking message anybody on Tinder. I just, it's a match. If they message me, I'll talk. If not, I can give a shit. So I'm like, hey, how are you? I hope all's well. Like, I just do it like that. And she responded like 2 a.m. Hi, just woke up. My kid woke me up. How are you doing? And I responded right away. It's like, why are you awake? Whatever the case is. We did a little conversation back and forth. Yesterday, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I said, good morning. I never do this. I'm trying to get her to figure out who I am. Mm-hmm. I'm like, good morning. How's your day? And she responded about an hour later. It's like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. It just clicked who you are.
Ugh.
And I was like, so she's like, I actually saw you 2 years ago opening for Sebastian at Bananas. And she's like, I said, did you remember me or my name? She's like, when they introduced your name, she goes, I spit my seltzer out. And my husband at the time, she was remarried, was like, do you know him? She was remarried and pregnant.
Wow.
When she saw me with Sebastian. And then I just said to her, I was like, it's so weird. Because at the time, this was 2.5 years ago, the Sebastian show.
Okay.
I was like, were you in the line going to the bathroom? And she said, yeah. I'm like, did I look at you? And she goes, you did. And I got uncomfortable. I'm like, I fucking remember something happening at a Sebastian show when I saw somebody. Like, I'm like, man, I fucking know you, man.
Yeah.
And then I left it alone. I couldn't remember her either. We fucked one night. So it wasn't like my girl. You know what I mean? Like, so, she was like, yeah. And then, like, just so weird how it all came down. She goes, yeah, I watched you on stage. She goes, I slept down in my chair so you couldn't see me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, what a small fucking world.
Yeah, man.
But I'm just happy, like, I was on stage and you're, like, uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, good.
Hey, yo, hold up. I got to answer this phone.
Okay.
False alarm. It wasn't what I thought it was.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So the girl at the thing.
Yeah, it was just a funny, small world story. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now that is always weird, you know.
And it's usually on my end. Like, I always feel like I don't remember. Like, I've had a lot of one night stands kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And if you, I've had a lot of 5 night stands that I can't remember them. Like their faces. Like, if you put a lineup of every girl I had sex with,
yeah,
I'm guarantee you there's about 10 of them that I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, no, I bet. Yeah.
And I was sober.
I did most of my numbers when I was sober.
Yeah.
Recovery was great for that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot active. I don't.
No, I got clean so young. It was like...
I got clean at 24, but my numbers were low because I don't know if you know, but crack doesn't really lend itself to dating.
Yeah, I stopped. Yeah, it was very... I had a lot of girls before I hooked up with girls in rehab, but yeah, second time in recovery was my best time because I was very spiritual, and girls loved that shit.
They loved your Serenity stick?
Oh, recovery girl. This guy knows how to share shit, man. He's got answers. And he's funny.
I fucked up.
I had hair and I was gorgeous.
I fucked up, so I got in a relationship. My first 6 years I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I fucked up.
Oh, 6 years. Oof.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't get in a relationship in recovery like an I love you type shit till I think like 4 or 5 years.
Well, that's smart.
I mean, there was girls I liked that I would be like summer romances that broke my heart when they didn't want to be with me no more. I'm like, oh damn.
Right.
But it was I never like, I don't know. I guess just I was lucky. Like I was telling,
that's a typical dude right there. Like I went 5 years without being in love, man. I guess I was lucky. Like, not lonely, not a loser. He was lucky. That no one
definitely
loved him.
Lonely, but definitely lucky. I remember we used to always go to this recovery dance. That was in Manville, New Jersey.
Right.
And there was like this like Grateful Dead head chick, like brunette, like always with sundresses and like dancing like in that Grateful Dead like swirl around dance.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous, just so gorgeous. I just watch her like on the side. I'm like, God, just beautiful. Like you should be like in a field of flowers doing this shit. And one day I just told her I'm on a dance floor with her. I go, you're so beautiful.
Right.
And like part of me was like, did you just say that, you corny motherfucker? Like no.
Did you say the flowers in the field part?
Like no. Bro, it worked, man.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that was a fun weekend. And she's so beautiful that like every time we were having sex, I'm like, I can't, like, I'm not even enjoying it. I'm like, I can't believe she's having sex with me.
Yeah.
Like she's like so beautiful. I'm like breaking it down while it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm like the sports announcer to my current sexual experience. Like, do you believe Joe actually got this one in the sack? This is amazing. This is one of his all-time highlights for sure. This is probably his best game he's ever. And I'm like, I'm like, enjoy this. Oh, she was. I mean,
did you never see her again?
No, it was one of those weird things because like it happened over a weekend because it was like a dance that like there was like a picnic the next thing. There was a camping. Yeah. It was like a camping thing that happened. So it was like we were in spots to sleep together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I did see her. It just kind of went away after that weekend. It was just kind of like I don't even know. I don't know why like no numbers were.
Yeah.
But I was just like, and I used to see her around. Oh shoot! Like I still think about her to this day. Like the dancing. Not even the sex was good because she was gorgeous.
Right.
But this whole wavy thing and how me like not even thinking I said the right thing. I'm like, what'd you just say?
But like recovery gave you like I guess when we being clean. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter in recovery. I mean, I think having sex, got clean so young. Of course, most of our numbers are going to happen clean.
Yeah, my numbers would have happened if I stayed. Maybe not as much. See, the only thing is in recovery, it's like you have like a lot. You already have this thing in common, so it takes away the uncomfortableness of picking. Hold on. All right, no more breaks. I just had to clear up some stuff about my video shoot tonight, and blah blah. I'll fix all these breaks with some weird sound effects or some shit. So, yeah, we were talking about broads and like recovery and like having something in common with them. It takes away that pressure of meeting girls in public, where like you don't know who the fuck they are, what they're about.
No, there's already the, hey, what's up, where you from is out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need to do any of that.
Especially girls you've, like I used to sleep with a lot of girls that were in my home group. Like in a lot of the groups I went to regularly, because it's like, we know the worst things about each other from listening to each other share. And it's like, man, if you could see past all this horse shit I'm sharing, all this nonsense.
Don't see past anything to feel loved. Same with me. Like, I could see past any of your horse shit if you say you like me.
Yeah, I mean, and, listen, early recovery, it was just, I was, had a bad reputation.
Did you?
Well, not a bad... listen, I slept around a lot, but it was not like... It was what it was, man. You know what I mean?
It's the one thing I prided myself on. Like, I used to say, the one thing I like is you could, go around to any group, and you're not really going to hear a lot of bad things about me. Girls definitely don't have anything bad to say to me, because I just didn't fuck shit where I eat.
Yeah, girls never said bad things about me. It was always guys that couldn't bang those girls that said...
Yeah, of course.
I was a piece... Listen, man, there was this hot blonde in my group that I saw for a summer, and when we hooked up, we were in a meeting, and she's like, I'm very attracted to you. I'm like, that's okay. Like, she whispered that to me. I'm just like, ah. And then she goes, meet me in the bathroom, and I'm like,
right.
Okay. And like really? I'm a 22-year-old man, and there's a 20-year-old woman, blonde, beautiful, that just says, meet me in the bathroom. I'm going to be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm spiritual right now. No, of course. I went to that bathroom with her numerous times over a 3-month period. Of course we're doing this.
Like I said, I was in a relationship. Most of my spiritual growth, I was with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I came back around to meetings around like 7 years clean, sharing, and then I became this guy like everybody wanted to know because I shared really well.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I would but like I always had I had a policy. I don't want to shit here. This is where I come every day. I don't want to ever feel uncomfortable here.
Yeah, I used to have that policy. Like when I would break up with a girl and make it weird, I'm like, I can't do this no more. But then you forget about that when a hot broad wants you.
I didn't forget about it. I've only been in 3 relationships, like recovery relationships that happened in recovery. I've only been in 3.
Mm-hmm.
One was my kid's mom. One was Melissa, who I live with, and one was Bronca, and she was in a whole different fellowship, and I never even saw her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a meeting. I'd never seen her in a meeting once. So that's that. But I remember when I was like in 31, I was really into my sexual fucking prime.
Right.
And I was chairing a meeting, and in that meeting were 4 women sitting side by side that I was sleeping with.
Yeah.
And none of them knew about each other. But I was not exclusive with any of them, so none of them were my girl.
Right.
Nobody spoke about it. That was a policy. If you want to be with me, there's no public affection happening. Don't come hold my hand. Don't try to sit next to me at a diner. We aren't together. We'll go out. We'll go to dinner. We'll go to the movies, and we'll fuck. But in a meeting, me and you, we're just, hi, nice to see you again.
Right.
Don't even hold me at the end when the serenity prayer. Get your fucking ass 4 people away. Okay? I just don't do that. There's no public affection when I'm in a meeting, because this is not a date. We're at a meeting.
Yeah, we're spiritual.
We're in a meeting.
I'll put in your butt an hour after, but now...
Right now,
we're in a meeting.
We're in a meeting.
Yeah.
This isn't a date. We're not at the diner. We're in a meeting. So, but there was 4 of them in a row, and I was... doing something, picking the readers, and I just started laughing. I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
And the secretary my secretary friend's like, Judy's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I'm fucking all 4 of those broads that are sitting looking at me.
Yeah.
And he couldn't stop laughing. And he's like, do they know each other? Like, no one knows I'm fucking each other. No one knows I'm fucking them.
Yeah.
Those were good days.
No, those were, and listen, I don't, like, listen, I don't feel bad about nothing I did. I feel like I was in my 20s. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's like, even like to this day, when I used to go to meetings more and I'd see like young kids in their 20s sleeping around, doing party, whatever they're doing. And people would be like, oh, look at them. I'm like, you know what, man? They're acting their age, actually.
Right.
You know what I mean? They are. Who gives a shit? They're going to find their way. Listen, we're in a room full of people that are feeling awful about ourselves.
Right.
we're here for help, and we're sexually attracted. There's men and women. It's going to happen, especially in your 20s. You're horny as hell.
But those were like those things used to aggravate me because they were man-made fucking rules that were thought up to what we like. They were like nothing. Look, I have experiences that, oh yeah, when I got in relationships, I kind of fucked up in the beginning. Maybe I shouldn't get in relationships. That's my experience. But that shouldn't be a thing that everyone should follow just because some people can't handle it.
Right.
And you shouldn't make people feel bad about it who are having sex and enjoying themselves. Let them do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
But there's so many people, they put so much rules and judgment on every fucking thing that people do that people are like, God damn, I got to be at, 9 meetings this week and I can't fuck nobody. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
No.
I think I probably told you this story about I was trying to change my ways, not sleep with girls at meetings anymore, even when I was single.
Right.
After, I lived with a girl for a bunch of years, and then after I'm like, you know what, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not messing with her. So I was dating girls outside of recovery.
Right.
I dated this waitress for a while, just anyone outside of recovery. And
Right.
So I meet this hot blonde I go to the same meeting with every Friday night.
Right.
And she's gorgeous, and we just, so out of my league. Big knockers, just, you know what I mean?
Say?
Knockers, boobies. I don't know. Not all the proper terms were coming to my head at that time. Tatas till Tuesday.
Knockers. What are you, fucking 75?
I know. Yeah, I took her to the gym now. Yeah, see? This dame with these big knockers. Yeah.
His dame walks in. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're out. I used to smoke back then, and we're outside smoking and whatever. We got on the subject of independent films. So,
right.
Where I was like, she goes, oh, you go see a lot of independent films? I'm like, yeah, actually, I've been going every week. Rutgers has a film fest. I've been going every week seeing new films. She goes, oh, I like to do that one time. I'm like, all right. So I'm just like, friends are going.
Right.
So we go to 3 movies over the course of 3 weeks. It's on Saturdays.
Right.
No date thing, nothing.
Just,
met her there every time.
Right.
And then one night, after a meeting, she goes, we're all going to the diner, and she goes, I got dropped off here. Can we go to can I ride with you to the diner? So I'm like, all right. So we get in my car, and she goes, can I ask you a question? I go, yeah. She goes, how come you haven't tried to fuck me yet? I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't know I can do that. You're so pretty. I just didn't think a woman like you
that was an option.
Those things like that with pieces of shit like me. I know I'm not selling myself well right now, but you still want to fuck me after this ramble?
Did she?
Oh, did she? I was like, I was like, I don't know. I just, and she's like, why don't you kiss me? I'm like, all right. So I just kissed her, and she's like, I was like,
no.
Then I go, I guess you don't. We're not gonna go to a diner, right? we're gonna go to my place. So we go to my place and whatever. So we have this 3-week sexual romp with each other.
Right.
And so we go. She comes to my apartment one day and she goes, "Listen, I got to be honest with you." She's like, I forget how she broke it to me, but she's like, I thought I was bisexual, but I really think I'm just gonna be full lesbian now. She just wanted to be full lesbian. She's got some girl. She felt guilty. She felt like she was cheating. She loved this girl that she was sleeping with on the side with me. I was the side guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And she didn't think it was going to affect her like it does, but she realized how much she loves her and wants to be full lesbian.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I got nothing to offer you in that. I can't really grow a vagina. I don't know what we're going to do. So, sure.
Usually you could compromise and work things out, but that one not so much.
Yeah, so whatever. It was very okay. And it was a fun 3 weeks. I enjoyed, partaking in your beautifulness. It was nice. So whatever. We go our separate ways. It's very fun. Still see her at meetings. Everything's fine. So flash forward. It's a month and a half later.
Right.
I'm at some other meeting in I don't know, another county. Meet this girl. We're at a diner. We're talking, whatever. We wind up going back to my place. We hook up. But this girl looks like a lesbian, right? I know she's a lesbian, but she said she wanted to mess around with a guy.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll be that guy, you know? And even when she took off, like, her big, like, she had, like, those big Jenko jeans. She looked like a skater.
Yeah.
Type girl, but, like, so she looked awful in clothes. But when she got them off, you're like, wow, that's like a real woman in there.
Right.
Like, I didn't know what was going to happen when the clothes came off. I'm like, this could be, like, a mess.
Right.
So we have a nice night. So I get a call from the pretty girl.
Right. This was
How
her.
the fuck could you sleep with my friend? I go,
She-
what? What? Who? And she names her, and I go, well, wait, we're not together. What? Yeah, but
Right.
you knew she was. I was like, I didn't know she was. I didn't know you guys travel in circles like that. I was like, oh, is your girlfriend? Was that your girlfriend? She goes, no. I'm like, but who? Why do you care?
Right.
She goes, she got mad at me. As if we, like, dated.
Right.
It was the most bizarre thing that's ever.
She in the program?
She's in the program. Well, not anymore.
Funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, you know, I slept with that. She goes, oh, that girl, she didn't want to sleep with you. She's a lesbian. Would you tell her? Would you try and convince her? I go, convince her? I guess she said she wanted to try a guy.
How can I convince her that I don't have a penis? So
It was the most bizarre thing. So it's so funny. Like, to this day, I've run into that girl.
The pretty one or the other one?
The pretty one will still look at me like I'm a piece of shit.
She's not in the meetings anymore?
No, but she still lives in Jersey. I've passed by her, like, she lives down in Asbury Park. Just, like, gives me, like, a cunt attitude. And I'm like, first off, shit, I'm been with Kerry 10 years. So this experience happened 12 years ago.
Right.
Like, 12 years ago, we had a 3-week thing.
Yeah.
You left me for broads.
I fucked a girl.
I meet a random lesbian that wants to try a guy, chooses me, thankfully. And I'm Facebook friends with that other girl, the second lesbian.
Right.
She wound up staying lesbian. Then she got married to a dude, had a couple kids, and now she left him, and now she's lesbian married.
So she went back that route?
She went back. She went to have a couple kids and then went back. But it was just the most bizarre experience.
Right.
That, like, I didn't even know they even congregated in that type where my name would come up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just, I want to, like, run into her again and be like, are you really still, like...
That's sad.
I'm such a nice guy. I treated you with nothing but nice. You came here with your lesbian story. I gave you a hug, bought you dinner. You know, I thought that was a tough decision for you to make. I sleep with a random lesbian, and now I'm like...
Hitler?
Yeah. But, like... It's weird, though, because the first lesbian, me sleeping with her convinced her to stay lesbian.
Right.
To go full lesbian, like. And then the second one, I slept with her, and then she went straight. So I'm like, I change lesbians with my sleeping, with my sexual.
You needed that second lesbian.
I bring them in, and I remove them from lesbianism. Like.
I think you needed that second lesbian just to help you. The first lesbian was like, I'm thinking about girls. Fucked you and was like, no, I'm definitely doing girls. And then the second lesbian was like, I love girls. Fucked you. If she would have went back to girls, that would have crushed your self-esteem. But at least she was like, you know what, guys aren't that bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to give guys a shot. That guy fucked it up.
Yeah. But, yeah, so.
Broads.
Fucking broads. That's basically it. They're fucking weird, man.
Fucking broads. We can't figure them out.
Fucking broads. Moral of my life is any hot girl I ever got I was always so shocked to get.
Right.
Like, I always said the wrong thing. I'm like, wow, you like me anyway? This is great.
Yeah, I only get. I remember there's this girl. I think right before I got clean, maybe like a year before I got clean, I would like me and my mom would go to bingo together. My mom.
Whoa, Mike, you settled down, you party animal.
Well, I'll tell you why.
My mom would go to bingo.
I'll tell you why. I had no money. I was a degenerate, right? I got fired for stealing from my company, so I had no money. I had no income. My mom, I would get asked for money all the time. And she didn't want to just give me money because she knew I was going to go smoke crack with it.
Yeah.
So my mom, being the enabler plus control freak, she went to bingo like 5 nights a week, so she would take me with her.
Okay.
So she could keep me close to her.
Right.
Pay for my bingo, and if I won, I kept that money.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I did that for a few, like 6 months. That's how I made a little bit of money to go get high. So I met this girl like on the bingo circuit who was just recently divorced, and she was like going out with her mom just to keep herself busy. So she would go out to like 2 nights a week, and I would see her.
Yeah.
I kind of had the hots for her. Told her where me and my mom worked at bingo, like on Thursday nights.
Right.
A church, so I would rob them. That was a way for me to get money. So we told her where we were going to be, and the girl showed up just by herself on a Thursday night. Like, so she obviously liked me. Well, my self-esteem, well, it should have been in the gutter. I was on crack, so it should have been booming. Actually, I wasn't doing crack yet. I was still doing coke, I think. It was like I was probably 3 years.
You were a respectable gentleman back then.
Yeah, I was respectful. I don't know what I was doing, to be honest with you. But she came to the house. I mean, she came to bingo and, like, stayed there. The game was over. I'm cleaning up, helping clean up the tables. She's sitting there. There's nobody left.
Uh-huh.
Obviously waiting for me to talk to her.
Right.
Well, I just kept putting it on. So I was like, finally, my mother was like, are you going to talk to that girl? She's here for you, clearly. And I'm like, no, she just likes bingo. She wanted to go to bingo.
Right.
Nobody's left. Everyone's gone. There's 4 people here. 3 of us work here and 1 doesn't. I think she wants to talk to you. So I finally walk over to him like, so, hey, how you doing? She's like, good. I'm like, good. So do you have a boyfriend and stuff? Like, and she's like, no. A husband? She's like, no. Girlfriend? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, all right. She's like, that's it? Like, well, what? Yeah. She's like, what do you think I'm here for? I was like, oh, bingo? He's like, no.
Bingo? No, I'm not saying. It's just like, I got bingo. Bingo!
It's like, no, not bingo, you fucking idiot. You. And then I wound up going out with her for like 6 months, but it took that. If it was up to me, she would have left.
Yeah.
And I would have never seen her again.
Yeah.
It took her going, no, I'm here for you. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way.
Right.
The hot chick came here for me. That's silly.
Yeah. My wife is like the only girl that I like went right after.
Really?
I knew her for like 6 months before, just from her hanging out at the comedy shop. But I'm like, I just was like so liked her. I'm like, fuck it, let's just do this.
Right. Did you didn't get any inside scoop from fucking Conti that she liked you? No. Conti,
it was a surprise to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think I forget when it was just one night at the club. I forgot what I even said to her. She probably remembers because she remembers everything.
Right.
But I just was very bold. Very I'm like, who the fuck is this talking right now? like something came over me. And she says that's what she liked, that I was just very like straightforward, like
right.
Like, yeah. And she came over to my apartment on a Tuesday, and then came every Tuesday and weekend for like until we moved in 3 years later.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, every Tuesday, every weekend.
Really?
Because Tuesday, like with the job she had then, like Tuesday was like she had a day off.
Like Wednesday was off, so you have to.
Yeah, it was like I forget whatever the fuck it was. She would come maybe she had Wednesday off or whatever.
Probably had Wednesday off, Tuesday night she can hang out.
Yeah,
not have to worry about going to work Wednesday.
Yeah, Tuesday and the weekend, just boom. It was like amazing.
It was like sounds like you have visitation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, back then, her and her ex-husband had like this shared custody thing.
Well, that's why he probably got her Tuesday nights. The kids Tuesday night. That's what it is. Tuesday night and weekends. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You said every weekend or every other weekend?
They used to split weekends. It was weird. So like sometimes like she'd come like Friday and have to leave like.
Right.
Then they changed it. It was like, what is this? We're fucking too tough. then I kept that going for like 3 years. Then she's like, "What are we doing? Are we like?" Am I
Right,
supposed to
right.
drive here every Tuesday for the rest of my life?
It's
working for me. I don't know about
I'll
you.
give you gas money. Was it gas money?
I'll give you gas money. I really will. I don't know. I lived with a girl one time, and woof, boy. I like that you're not here on Wednesday, Thursday, Monday.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, it gives me a lot of time myself. But when I moved in with her, it was different. Like the other girl was like always like, "What are you doing?" Like if I went in the other room, "What are you doing here?" It's like,
Right.
we have Velcro. like why go?
That's because you didn't like her. Melissa used to be like that.
I liked her. But that stuff makes you stop liking.
Yeah, no.
Like I liked. It's nice. You like it, and you're just like, what?
Yeah, Melissa was like good like that. Melissa would let me do, like, sometimes she'd be like if I'm watching TV in the bedroom or she was in the bedroom, I was watching TV in the living room. She's like, "You're not going to come in and watch TV in here?" I'm like, "No." Why? Do I need to come in there to watch television with you?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. You're such an asshole. Like, oh, whatever.
And but like the way Carrie is, it's what I love about her, and it equally upsets me because like if I leave for a gig on Friday, and I'm come home on Sunday, unless I call her to say goodnight, I'll never hear from her. She's just, you know what? Because she's just got her own shit going on.
Right.
It's not that she don't love me or is thinking about me, but she's like,
she's in her world. She's got her world,
and it's great. That's what I need.
Yes.
I don't need you to be my world.
No, yeah.
But
that's
when
a
you're
good
not my
thing.
world, I'm like, how come you're not my world a little bit?
You are the woman.
I am.
You are.
No, but it's just like the thing. Like you don't. Yeah.
But listen. I used to say this to women. Women don't corner the market on needing to feel want it and need it. You know what I mean? Women don't. You don't call. I like to feel like you want me around. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to feel like you think I'm sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I think you're sexy. You're naked and there's titties out. Of course I'm into you. Can you show me that you want me as well? Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking for you. I'm just a little like, give me a call and be like, hey, I was thinking about you. Once in a while.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Because totally. Like when I'm around her, she shows me she loves me.
Yeah.
Like in my head, driving home, like when I'm just picturing this like mean person that doesn't like me.
Yeah,
Is
it's
like putting up
upset that you came home.
Upset that I come, and then I come home. She's like, and I'm all upset and angry for this hour car ride home. I'm like, I can't believe I'm fucking living with somebody that don't like me. Like I've convinced myself. I can't believe. Then I come in, she's like, "Oh, hi, Stinky, hi," and I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like I've already had an imaginary argument with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this love? What is this love you're showing me? This affection? What is this? She's like, what? I'm like, I need help. I need help because I don't feel love unless it's like direct.
Right.
Like I don't like my well runs dry quick when I leave.
Yeah.
You know, like you fill me up before I go, and by the time I get to the hotel, I'm empty. I'm on E. My brain has beaten me down enough.
Going back home, you're running on fumes.
Yeah, I'm like I tell her every time I come home, I feel like the house is going to be empty and you guys are going to be gone.
And it's not.
No, not only is it not empty, they're like happy to see me.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. I've wasted all this energy worrying that you guys are leaving me. She's like, why do you think like that? I'm like, I don't know, but if you can find the reason, I sure would like it. Because, boy, would I like this to stop.
It's only 41 years later.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to feel like someone wants me.
You know what, though? It's like at 41, I'm almost comfortable in my misery. It's like I feel like I wouldn't even know how to handle living positively. Like I feel like I feel like I'm in like I know how to live with my nutty brain. Like I feel like if you removed it, I'd be like, I don't know what to do now.
Right.
You know.
I feel like I've always been like I'm a very loving and caring person. I feel like I've always been like neutral in I'm not negative and I'm not overly positive. I'm just neutral. I've always been just. I'm like what people take medicine for bipolar, and they become like numb to. There's like nothing bothers them. Yeah, that's how I just am. Like I get emotional about some things, and I get like hyper about some things, but for the most part, I'm just like.
Yeah, I'm pretty, like Kerry says, like I'm very positive with like my life and like other like regular life things.
Yeah.
Getting things done, just hustling, very positive that I can achieve things if I want them.
Right.
It's I'm very negative in matters of the heart.
Right.
I just never feel secure.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just never feel like.
Yeah, I used to be like that, and then like the last like 15 years not, and like but when I was like with like say Bronca, I just were like, I want you to once in a while. All I require from a girlfriend is once in a while let me know that I'm on your mind, and that you are sexually attracted to me.
Yeah. Because
obviously I'm sexually attracted to you. You have boobs, and I like boobs, so that's a no-brainer on this end. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you show me that you think I'm sexy once in a while? Not all the time. I just need to know that you think I'm hot as well.
Right.
And that you think about me once in a blue moon. And I'm good. If they can do that, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're very simple creatures.
Very simple. Like when I used to be with my kid's mom, she's not affectionate. So like when we're watching TV, I like lean on me, lay on me, like watch TV, like just... Yeah. You're not going to snuggle 24/7, but just touch me. Walk by me, give me a slap on the head. Like, hey, there you are.
Slap on the head.
Something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like no physical contact, no like, hey, babe, no rub on the face. That makes me not happy. And I don't want to be needy, but that I need that. Like, and women need it. Like, women like will complain, he never shows me affection. You're not the fucking only ones.
Right.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
Not all the time, just a little.
Yeah, I'm definitely not as needy. When I was younger, I was pretty needy. And I think that's why I, for years, didn't be in a relationship and just wanted to sleep around. Because I felt like whenever I was in a relationship, I turned needy.
Came out. Yeah.
And I didn't like that I was like that. And
right.
then it was like almost like I was a pussy. And then like girls would lose respect for me. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just banging from now on. No attachment because I'm tired of the game.
Yeah.
Tired of the love game. And
right.
Especially when you're younger, it's the worst game because everyone's so flaky.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you don't feel secure and safe. And, like, for years I didn't feel secure and safe is because two reasons. One, I didn't feel like I deserved anybody that attractive.
Right.
Two, I felt like if they did leave me, I was going to fucking implode and die and be alone forever. Yeah. So that was very, like, please stay with me. Please stay with me. I know I'm not that good to look at, but please stay with me. like I know I'm not that easy on the eye, but please stay with me.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt up until I was 31 years old. So I did a lot of work. It doesn't matter what I did a lot of work on who I was. And now from that point on, the pendulum has swung to the other side to where I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's got to be some middle ground. I've yet to really find it. I kind of found it with Bronca, but since then I'm like, maybe I didn't find it with her. I think I'm still on the right.
You wanted it with her, but you didn't find it.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I thought, like, she was someone that I felt all the things that I wanted to feel with somebody for real. Like, they were real, authentic, but they weren't as long-lasting as I wish they would have been.
Right.
You know? But
I got to pee again, man, so we should end the podcast.
Okay, we'll end
an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was a good one.
Yeah, it was good.
Politics, broads, relationships.
Yeah, we got it all in.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Got to get a broad on as a guest to get broad perspective on all these.
You know what we'll do? We'll ask Ritu if she has any girlfriends.
Okay. Speaking of Ritu, Ritu will be performing. If you guys listen to this tomorrow in the morning, we will be performing.
You think you can't squeeze it out tonight, maybe?
I probably get it up tonight, but I don't know if anybody will listen Tuesday night.
True.
But if you listen Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, me and Ritu and this comic Rich Schultes will be opening for Mike Gaffney at Levity Live at the Palisades Mall.
Yes.
At 8 o'clock?
7:30 show.
7:30 show. Great club, great food. I think it's like a $3 ticket.
Yeah, you get right now they're doing a promo $3 for 3 different shows.
Yeah, so I mean, you
So
can't
it's like
It's
$1 a
basically
show.
free.
What are we doing?
Basically free. So
yes,
definitely come out if you listen before then. This weekend I will be in Bristol, Pennsylvania at the Comedy Works, headlining Friday and Saturday. Friday may be a weird night because there's something happening, so I don't know how long of a set I'll be doing. But if you want to see my real headline set, come Saturday night. Because Friday they may be adding some comics, so maybe a weird night.
Right.
I mean, if you can only make it out Friday, come Friday. It'll still be a fun show, but you know, and that's that for this week for me.
I am in Thursday morning. I drive up to. I'm doing 3 theaters. One, some date. I think it's called the Flying Monkey in New Hampshire. I'm in New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, and Beverly, Massachusetts, which is like right outside of Boston.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all opening for Kathleen. Good shows, really good, always good shows. So
awesome, man. So yeah, go to joefernandez.net if you want to see any future dates, and MikeGaffneyLive.com.
Correct.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It's been great. The downloads are going up. Please go to iTunes. No matter what platform you listen on, go to iTunes and give us a review because that's the only one that matters as far as ratings. So give a review and the star rating, and that helps us. Takes 20 seconds.
Right.
To do it. You don't have to write a long one. Just say, I love this shit.
Even if you don't listen really to us on iTunes, you listen to us on another platform, go to iTunes and just leave a comment there.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know you said that.
But you know what? We have to reinforce these things.
Yeah, we do say things twice.
In case they just missed it. But thanks, man. We appreciate all your support. We'll be back next week, and you've been listening to All in Our Heads.
All right.